Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, a wrestling puzzle game for WWE SummerSlam. Let me explain. Found this online, I think 411 Manias who did it for Mania. It's a puzzle game for wrestling, WWE SummerSlam. We have 3 simple rules. A wrestler can only be used one time. Rule 2. Only matches for the main card, no pre-show matches. Number 3, the tricky part. Every title has to be defended at least once. Each show has 1 match. I have 32 matches, 32 shows of SummerSlam. The titles that I used, every title that's been defended on the main card of SummerSlam in 32 years. We have the WWE Championship. From 1963 when it was invented through current. We have the WWE Universal Championship, which was created in 2016. We have the WWE World Heavyweight title, which is the old big gold belt, 02 to 2016. The IC title, which was from 1979 till now. The United States title, which has been around in WWE since 2001. The European title, which was around from 1997 to 2002. The WWE Hardcore title, which was around from 1998 to 2002. The WWE ECW World Heavyweight Championship, which was around 2006 to 2010. The WCW WWE Cruiserweight Championship, which was between 2001 and 2007. The $1 Million Championship, which was defended at SummerSlam in 89, 91, 95, and 2010. The WWF Tag Titles between 1971 and 2010. The Raw World Titles, or World Tag Titles, between 2002 and current. The SmackDown Tag Titles, 2016 and current. The WWF WWE Women's Championship, 1956 to 2010. The Divas title from 2008 to 2016. The Raw Women's title from 2016 to current. And then the SmackDown Women's title, 2016 to current. So each wrestler was used one time. Those are the titles I used. 32 SummerSlams, 32 matches. Let's go. 1998 SummerSlam. Bad News Brown versus Ken Patera. 1 1/4 star. 1989. Brutus Beefcake teaming up with Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage and Zeus. 2 1/2 star. 1990. Jim Duggan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Nikolai Volkov versus Seda and Tanaka. It was a 1/2 star match. 1991, the $1 Million title, our first title. We had champion Ted DiBiase Sr. versus Virgil, 3 1/4 star. 1992, we had Crush versus the Repo Man, 1/4 star match. 1993, the WWF Tag Team Championships on the line. We had champion the Steiner Brothers versus Jimmy Del Rey and Tom Pritchard. Steiner's winning, 3 1/2 star. 1994, I didn't really do all the wins on this, I just did the match itself. 1994, WWF Women's Title, champion Alundra Blaze versus Bull Nakata, 3 1/4 star. 1995, the Intercontinental title line, champion Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, 4 3/4 star. 1996, Owen Hart versus Savio Vega, 2 1/2 star. 1997, Gold Dust, the Golden Dust versus Brian Pillman Sr., 1 1/2 star. Oh my God, in 2020, we could literally have Gold Dust versus Brian Pillman Jr. in AEW. Bookers, Bucks, book that sucker for us. We need Gold Dust and Brian Pillman Jr. on AEW Dark. 1998, with the European title line, champion D'Lo versus Val Venus, 1 3/4 star. 1999, the Hardcore title, Al Snow versus champion Big Boss Man, 2 1/2 star. 2000, Jerry Lawler versus Taz, 1 1/4 star. 2001, WCW/WWF Cruiserweight Championship title, champion Pac versus champion Tajiri. This was when 2001 was WCW and WWE were doing the invasion angle. At SummerSlam they started combining titles. They took their lineage of the WCW Cruiserweight title and just made it WWF. So that's why this title fits here. 3 1/4 star match for that. It was the WWF Light Heavyweight title versus WCW Cruiserweight title. The Cruiserweight lineage, if you look at it, goes from WCW right on the WWF. 02, we had Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio, 3 3/4 star. Number 3, we had Kane versus Rob Van Dam, 2 star. In 2004, we had Triple H versus Eugene, 2.5 star. Yes, I used Eugene versus Triple H at SummerSlam as one of my matches. Come on, give me a break. Number 5, we had the United States title on the line. We had Chris Benoit versus champion Orlando Jordan, 1/4 star match. Number 6, we had Ric Flair versus Mick Foley, 3.5 star. Number 7, we have the ECW, WWE ECW Championship champion CM Punk versus John Morrison, 2.5 star. Number 8, The Undertaker versus Edge, 4.5 star. Number 9, 2009, all these are years, not numbers. 2009, MVP versus Jack Swagger, 1 3/4 star. 2010, Divas title, we had Melina versus champion Alicia Fox, 1/4 star. Number 11, for the World Heavyweight title, we had Randy Orton versus champion Christian, 4 star. The Raw tag titles, before they became the Raw tag titles in 2012, they were known as the World Tag Titles. We had champion Kofi Kingston and R-Truth versus Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, 2 1/4 star. The WWE World Heavyweight WWE Championship, we had Daniel Bryan versus champion John Cena in 2013, 4.5 star. 2014, we had Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho in his 3-star match. 2015, Kevin Owens versus Cesaro, 3.5 star. 2016, the Universal title on the line between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins for the first ever Universal Champion. I gave that 4 star. 2017, the Raw Women's title, we had champion Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks, 3 star. We had 2018 SmackDown tag titles, Big E and Xavier Woods representing New Day versus Harper and Rowan, who are champions, 3.5 star. Now, when I first did this, I had somebody give me a little slack for that. Well, Kofi's part of New Day, you had Kofi and R-Truth. But this particular match, New Day was in it, yes. It was Big E and Xavier in this match. Not Big E and Kofi, which was in most matches at that time. So that's how my little way of getting around having Kofi and R-Truth in the other match on 2012. If you think I'm wrong, I don't care. That's what I chose to use. 2019 SmackDown Women's title, champion Bayley versus Ember Moon. I give it 2 3/4 star. Average 2.6 star for all these matches. If you've never done this kind of puzzle game before, it's a hell of a lot of fun. I had a blast and a half doing this. It was stressful too, because you can only use the title once. No, I don't have COVID. I know you're watching it at home. I know you can only use a wrestler once and a title once. Getting the best matchup didn't really happen. That's why I had Tripp versus Eugene. That's why, you know, some of these matches, like, really, why'd you use that match? Because to get that person on a match, I would have had to use, say, the IC title. I couldn't use some of the best IC title matches because they used Shawn and Roman and Razor Ramon. I mean, there was another one that I could have done something different with. Let's see here. Benoit, I kind of wasted him in the U.S. title match, but if I would have picked a better Benoit match, I would have taken somebody else out. So yeah, it was a lot of give and take, a lot of paper in the trash can figuring this out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. A wrestling puzzle game, WWE SummerSlam. Definitely, if you get an opportunity to do it, I want to try to do it again for Mania. But it was a lot of fun. I want to thank you all for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.